Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh! We back up in this motherfucker! For God's sake, Susan, there's no need. It's the Alex Baker Show podcast, episode 16, Stormtrooper Pooper Scooper. Hello, how's everyone doing? My name's Alex Baker. In the studio with me is Kevin.
Hello.
So this is where it all goes down. This is it now, the big one. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Exclusive. So thank you very much for joining us. Sorry it's late, and bloody hell, people, you don't have to get cross. They get angry.
They hate it.
It's just like, oh man, I've had such a big week, and all I'm getting is abuse from you guys. Where's the podcast, dickhead? You fucking bastard fucker.
Yeah, that abuse that's been coming through at Alex Bakerman and at on Twitter. It's just too much to handle.
It's too much. I mean,
I'm trying to get to sleep at night and I get like 10 tweets at waking me up.
I know, at Alex Bakerman, like all the time. Just, at Alex Bakerman, how's it going at Alex Bakerman?
What are you doing? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
I haven't got my headphones on. What's going on?
Nothing's going on. It's absolutely fine. So anyway, at Alex Bakerman. We're trying to get our followers up. Have you noticed? So anyway, welcome to it. This is episode 16, Stormtrooper Pooper Scooper. My name is Alex Baker, and this is the exclusive behind the scenes exclusive Mandem Swish Himagwan. Oh no!
Oh, no! You didn't.
No! Oh no! Weather random rap. Oh. Right, so the subject's got to be Twitter, as we've just been chatting about it.
Yeah.
No, there was no random rap battle in the show this week. So coincidentally, what's happened now? Kev, you started last time. Let's go. It's no messing. Yeah.
What up?
Back up in this.
What up?
Yeah.
Logging on. Check my home feed. Check all the replies that are coming into me. They're coming into me at Kevin Hingley. Cause that's where you tweet me when you want me to read thee. And I get a retweet for this? Can I get a retweet for this? No? What you saying, bro? Wasn't it not engaging enough for you, though? I don't get what to do with this, bro. What was that?
Just loads of bros and no's.
I know.
Yeah. I f***ing love Twitter. I've been on it for years. It's only in the past few months I've started growing tears about it. Getting all emotional and pumped up. Every single time I log in, I'm like, what the f***? Why have I not got 10,000 followers yet? What's the matter with the world? Why don't they respect me? When I'm on the mic, I'm a G. Motherfuckers wanna step to me, you better suck on the baby. Yeah, Twitter is my best friend. Twitter is my legacy. When I'm in bed with my girlfriend, she's looking at me. I'm like, nah, blood, I'm on Twitter, see? That's how I roll every single day. If you're my follower, then high five to you. You ain't a waste man. I ran out of lyrics, I ran out of rhymes, so I'm taking it back to my man Kevin Hingley. He be on Twitter too. Motherfucker gonna do his shit in my shoe. I'm rhyming for the sake of rhyming now. It doesn't matter that it doesn't make sense. Follow me at Alex Baker Man. Follow a motherfucker. I wanna hear from you. I wanna speak my fodder into your ears every single day. Rap attack, Mr. Magic. I'll burst my head out. Oh, dude. Oh, that was the best one ever. Oh, that's so tiring. How do they do it?
There's literally nowhere I can go from that.
Wrong thing. Faded the wrong thing. I'm totally out of breath. Right, okay, so let's just go into the podcast now. Questions at the end.
Stand by for audio. Got it.
And now,
The Alex Baker Show brings you one of the most exciting events it's ever been our privilege to bring.
Here we go again.
And this is just the beginning.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Hello?
hello mate, it's Alex. Is that the X Factor house?
Alright, yeah, it's Frankie. How you doing?
I'm a bit freaked out by that wheezy thing you do all the time, Frankie Corcosa, but I'm good. How are you? How's things?
I don't know what you mean.
That weird thing there. Anyway, how's things in the X Factor? Let's not worry about that now.
Oh, yeah, I've really enjoyed being on X Factor.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, I'm pleased you're having fun, yeah.
Absolutely great, yeah. I listen to the show all the time.
Oh, well, do you? Oh, that's great.
All of us do in X Factor house, yeah.
Oh, mate, that weird wheeze thing you're doing is freaking me out. I'm going to have to go. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see you again soon, Alex. Yeah, we all miss you in X Factor House.
Cheers, Frankie.
Yeah, woo!
Oh, they're all there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay.
Okay, take care, mate.
All right. Oh, you didn't do the wheezy thing, Frankie. You did.
Warning, warning.
Hey y'all, it's revolution up in this bitch.
The Alex
Baker.
Show. Kerrang Radio.
Dude, what's up?
Hey man, the other day when I was kicking it in the back seat, I heard these wild sounds. What was that?
It's
Sunday, the Alex Baker Show on Sunday. Everybody's downloading the podcast. Sunday, 10 till 12 on Sunday. Everybody's downloading the podcast. Up in here, Alex Baker, subscribe, rate, and review the podcast.
The Alex Baker Show. Kerrang Radio.
Oh, wrong one. Oh dear. It's Kerrang Radio. Welcome to it. My name's Alex Baker. This is the Alex Baker Show. Thank you so much for joining me every single Sunday night from 10 till 12. It's me, you, Tommy, Kevin, Eddie, sitting around chatting every 3 days. I hope you're feeling absolutely fantastic. I'm feeling quite pumped after that defibrillator just defibrillated my very, very heart. In the studio with me, as always, is Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? Hello. Are you feeling absolutely marvellous?
I'm feeling wicked, man.
I'm dreading to ask the question that everybody is on everybody's lips, but check. What has Pray tell.
What has Kevin done this week?
Nothing. Pray tell.
Wow. I've been getting organised this week
Oh yeah.
because my life's a mess and all that.
Yeah. Well, it's awful.
So
Hate to be you.
So two different ways I've been getting organised. One of them is creating folders in my Microsoft Outlook, so I can separate my work between Alex Baker Show, social media, website,
Oh my God.
and also the database that I use for social media. I colour coded it so I know like which day parts are separate from each. So what show? So like purple, for example, is Danielle Perry's show, and then like pink is Kate Lawler's, and then you've got like a light green for Matt's show.
Let's go. I booked a table.
But Johnny's show, funnily, I went for an orange because I thought Prince of Metal and Doom and all that, and Doom and Gloom. I thought give him a bit of orange, it'd be quite ironic and quite funny. But he didn't seem that impressed when I showed him. But you can never quite tell with Johnny really, because he likes to come across as all cool and he doesn't care. But really, I know in his head he had a little bit of a laugh at his own expense and at my sort of hilarity really, and so that was fun. And but I haven't asked everyone else what they thought of their colours yet. But that's what Johnny thought. So
That's all right.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Oh, sounds great, mate.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Heidi, how are you doing? Ow!
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
I am not a lot.
Oh, really? Oh, never mind. That's fine. You don't have to always be up to something
Well,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
just chilling out, hanging around, lady of leisure.
So I've heard on the grapevine,
Uh-oh.
it's quite a short grapevine, really it's just you telling me,
Okay.
that you're now on job seekers allowance. Are we allowed to talk about this? You've
I'm not
signed
actually
onto the
on
dole.
it yet. Well, it's because no one will give me a job.
I don't get it though, because you've got a job.
I've got a job, but I can't start working for like ages. So I signed on because I didn't have a job, and then I've got a job, but I haven't got it yet.
I
haven't
don't get
started
it.
yet.
So let me
How
get
can
this
you
straight.
have a job but not have it yet?
Because they have to do like all these checks. So like the
So
job,
hold on, if I
job
quit,
centre
if I
said-
quit my job tonight, now, if I quit now,
Yeah.
and lined up another job, and it was going to start in 6 months' time, I could get job seekers allowance for 6 months.
Yeah, but you still have to show that you're like looking for work. I don't want it to sound like.
But why would you be looking for work if you'd
If
lined
you've got
up
a
work?
job, yeah.
Yeah, but Well, because 6 months is a long time. You can still get a job in that amount.
Yeah, but yours isn't going to be 6 months.
Well, no, I know. That's why I'm only doing it for a few weeks. Because I thought I'd be able to start work in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks after finishing uni. And it's ended up now being, 5 weeks? And I've still got another 3 or 4 weeks to go.
This sounds to me like a bit of a scandal. Am I going to find you plastered on the front of Daily Mail? Radio presenter, come midwife in housing cheat scandal. You know what I mean? You're going to start telling me about you've been expensing babies or something. I don't know how that would work. I don't know.
Actually, I watched a programme the other night about Spain's lost children. It was terrifying. And these women would go in and have their babies, and then the babies would be taken away straight away, and they'd be like, "Oh, can I see my baby?" And they'd be like, "It died." And they were actually taken by like priests and nuns who ran the hospitals and given away for adoption.
What?
Yeah, it's mental.
Actually, in the real world,
real
really
world,
actually?
yeah. And it was showing it like 30 years later, like these women trying to find their lost children, because for all these years they've kind of been told that their baby died, but they knew it hadn't.
What?
And like they've shown cases where women have been told their babies died and they've actually ended up being reunited 30 years later.
Real world, not film?
No.
That is the most messed up thing I've heard in ages.
I think it was in Madrid. There was one place that was quite epic that did it.
Man!
Yeah.
What the hell?
And they had this one hospital, they had this baby that was obviously actually did die. And they kept it in the freezer so that when a woman was like, "Can I see my baby?"
Oh, they wheeled it out.
They'd bring out this one baby and they'd be like, "Why is the baby really cold?" And they'd just be like, "Oh, right, we've got to go and take it away now."
Oh my God! Why did you start our show like that?
I know.
What the hell's the matter with you?
It was all so cheery.
Everything was going so well.
And I started with a really nice, entertaining story, and
shut up, Kev.
Now we've lost her.
So, oh my God, that is absolutely horrendous and horrible in every way.
Yeah.
That has blown my mind.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a nice bit, like, they were being reunited.
Is there?
They were being reunited.
What, after 30 years? After missing their whole life?
I know.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, they might have had a good life somewhere else.
We've got to get someone on the show to talk about that. That is amazing. That is some intense shiznit.
What, from Spain?
Yeah, well,
There was one
not someone that's
doctor who
doing it.
Yeah, I was like, what?
So, you steal babies. How's that going? Tell us something wacky and hilarious. What? That's not going to work.
No, maybe
that is messed up. I am in shock. I don't know what to do other than, get a drum roll going.
4.
I've kept quiet about this because I didn't want people to get their hopes up.
Oh, I'm excited.
But if you look over to my right, you'll see a man in the corner. He's not just any old man. This man hasn't been on the show for over 8 or 9 months.
I'm getting bored of the drum roll.
Keep doing the drum roll.
I've got a ring.
8 or 9 months has it been?
Oh, longer than that, mate.
His name is Tommy! Mate, how are you doing? I'm so pleased to have you back. How's things?
Oh no, it's not too bad.
Don't even pretend he's not here. Nothing can cheer me up.
Do you know what? I've cried too many tears over that man.
I can't believe he doesn't come anymore. There's so many people don't believe he's real. So many people that tune into this show every week are like, I've never heard Tommy on the show. Never.
And it's annoying because that is the kind of thing we would do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just make someone
up. Yeah, absolutely is. But in this instance, it's like we're like the boy that cried wolf, or the boy that cried Tommy.
Yeah.
He's real. He's a real person.
And I mean, Nigel never turns up either.
I know, that damn Nigel. He came that one time, and then since then, it's like when we get, it's like when we pretend that Hayley's Louise and she just puts on a posh accent.
Yeah,
and we pretend that she's been murdered. Yeah. I love that. Ooh, nothing. So anyway, I've been enjoying an amazing email this week. It's time for email of the week.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is come up with some sort of R&B influenced jingle for this week. So I thought this, because I can't be bothered to make a jingle.
Okay.
Each week, let's just have a new different theme. So this week it's R&B.
Okay, well I'm going to go straight in there with a A O A O A O.
It's the email of the week. Oh yeah. Jason Derulo. Sorry. Apparently, Jason Derulo's people are so sick and tired of people when they interview Jason Derulo going, Jason Derulo. His people has actually told them to stop saying. Yeah, brilliant. It's the first thing I'd ever do. If Jason Derulo walked in now, I wouldn't be able to say anything else to him other than Jason Derulo. It's like, you brought it upon yourself, mate. You sing the name of your name. Yeah. Every single song. People are going to pick up on that, you know? They're going to pick up on it. So anyway, email of the week time. This time it comes from Chris Slack. All right, Chris Slack. Some have called Hayley that in recent minutes.
Nice slacks,
No, not in a
Chris.
dirty way. I'm talking about, the fact you're on Job Seekers. Not there's anything wrong with being on Job Seekers if you're genuinely looking for a job. If you're not and you're like Hayley and you've got a job but you just want some money for free, then you're a scumbag.
I need to live.
Whatever. Hi, Alex. I've been enjoying the taking signs literally revolution. But I was stuck in the office toilet. Why can't I read? I was stuck in the office toilet for 20 minutes washing my hands. There is a sign saying, "Now wash your hands," on the door. So every time I washed my hands and wanted to walk out, I was forced to wash them again.
Amazing.
It goes on. Only when I saw the sign that said "switch it off" by the light switch was I able to turn the lights off after I'd washed my hands and leave the toilet, as I could no longer read the sign that said "Now wash your hands." Amazing!
Awesome.
God, that was so good.
So if you've never heard the show before, there is a revolution called the Taking Signs literally revolution, also known as the Ron Seal revolution. It does exactly what it says in the tin. And I'm not quite sure how that works, but never mind. We'll not worry about it another time. And that person is taking it so seriously, they were stuck in their toilet for 20 minutes.
We had there was another one last week as well. I've been trying to find the comment all week or the tweet or whatever, but I just haven't been able to find it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry I don't know your name. But they said him and his mate went to the cinema and they bought their tickets.
It's weird that you say cinema.
Really?
Cinema.
Yeah, because you're like from the West Midlands, and everyone else I know from the West Midlands says cinema.
It's one of the words I've picked up from you, though. I used to say cinema.
Oh, I'm so posh.
But like gradually, you're influencing me.
Soon you'll be saying things like ventriloquist and then Shropshire. I don't know, it's two big words.
So yeah, anyway, so they went to the cinema, they bought their tickets, they queued up for popcorn for ages.
Oh, popcorn.
Yeah. And then they got to the
I was going with that.
they got into the film and sat down.
Oh, I sat down.
Watched the trailers and that. And then as the film's about to start, you get that sort of clock thing, and it's got sort of the title of the film and the
certificate.
And the director. It's a certificate, and it came up certificate PG. And they,
oh yeah, I remember this one.
They didn't have a parent with them, so they left.
Yeah, because they couldn't seek parental guidance. The PG was telling them they had to seek parental guidance to watch the film because they didn't have a parent with them. They couldn't, so they left. I love it.
Oh my God, honestly.
Yeah, seriously.
I'd have just gone and sat with someone.
Yeah, just gone up to someone that looks like a parent.
Yeah.
And said, "Are you a parent? Can you guide me on this film? Otherwise, I'm going to have to go." Something happened to me this year. I'm getting married this year.
Next year.
I was kind of expecting a cheer or
I
something.
was like, we knew you were lying.
I was disappointed you got the date wrong.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about that. I still can't remember where it is. Or when, or anything. It's going to be sick, but planning it absolutely sucks ass. I'm not a fan of planning weddings at all. But Mel was livid at me the other day because we went to a wedding dress shop. Not a wedding dress shop, but like a wedding shop where they talk you through mood boards and stuff like that. And there was a sign in the shop saying, "Please wipe your feet." So, when I got into the shop, I took my shoes and socks off in this like a luxurious wedding shop in the middle of a nice village.
Oh my God.
And I started wiping my feet with tissue paper. I don't think I've ever seen more shocked room of people in my life. But the thing is, it was like the third wedding shop we'd been to that day. I don't know if you've ever been to a wedding shop, but they give you champagne. So I was like pretty messed up. I was sitting in the middle of the floor in this wedding shop with all these like posh women with their posh daughters who were going to be brides. And I was there like wiping the scum off my feet with a tissue, going, "I've got any more champagne?" Absolutely disgusting. So I'm getting involved in the Taking Signs literary revolution. There are so many revolutions going on at the moment. We're not going to talk about them all now. Download the podcast if you want to find out. If you want to find out more about the various different revolutions that we've got going on at the moment. We had loads of tweets and emails and everything this week at Alex Bakerman, at Kevin Hingley, at Kerrang Radio. People going mad in a good way because we had Ed Sheeran on the show last week. Multi-platinum selling artist. This guy is a big deal, selling out arenas all across the world. And we thought the best use of his time would be to have a random rap battle with him. and he completely owned us.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe how much listen to this. Hip it with ya lyrics.
Yes, it's Ed right here, and now I'm coming with the straight speech. Spitting freestyles right here over Dre beats, but not headphones, cause Ed knows I buy phones from Tesco's, and yo, let's go. Oh, I need an iPhone, cause I know that my Blackberry ain't working, cause BB ain't on. I spit the same song, freestyling the same. I spit the same song, I ain't wrong. Whoa, I got the lyrics and I'm spitting them. I need a phone because mine isn't listening to me. I'm freestyling quickly, rhyming on the Dre beat, you know I'm so sickly. I'm in Birmingham right now on Kerrang radio with Lego House, you know they play me lows. I'm on the playlist, I know I hate shit, but you gon' bleep that out cause you know I hate shit is and this, bleep it out cause you know I don't touch shit. Freestyling on the microphone, I'm kinda dope, I'm spit, I'm writing love.
Oh, you're good! You're not allowed to be good. You can't come on the random rap battle and be good. That's not how it works.
I think that deserves an epic win. Epic win!
Oh my days! I mean, how good is that?
So good.
I mean, to be fair, listening back to it, he doesn't actually say a lot. It's a lot of spitting lyrics over spitting lyrics when I'm on the mic, spitting lyrics, and then doing this and spitting lyrics.
But he's just got a good flow, hasn't he?
It just sounds like a pro, doesn't it?
Tone.
Doesn't sound like us. We're so crap. So crap at the random rap battle. Who knows, one of those might come up in the show later on. I'm hoping not, because whenever they do, it's always very, very embarrassing. But not as embarrassing as the thing I'm about to talk about. Not embarrassing for me, embarrassing for them.
Cool segue, bro.
Thank you, professional. This week, I have come across the worst band in the history of bands.
Oh no.
They are absolutely diabolical. And it was potentially a little bit mean, but I thought, wouldn't it be fun to make out to these guys that I actually love them and think they're massively talented?
Oh no.
So I tweeted them and said, wow, like really love your talent, bro. You're so cool. Like being sarcastic. And they tweeted a really nice message back. They're like, at Alex Baker, man. Oh, thank you so much for the love and support coming out of the UK.
Maybe they were doing the... Maybe they were doing the taking sarcasm literally.
Potentially. Potentially. They're a boy band from the States called Heart to Heart. And they're so crap, I almost can't believe they exist. Their song is a song called Facebook Official. And it's all about how they've met this girl and they want to make themselves their relationship.
Relationship all over Facebook.
I've got. Oh god, this is so bad. Listen to this. So it has this big dramatic start.
Epic.
I'm excited.
Oh Jesus!
The production values on this are really good. A lot of money has gone into this group. Seriously, a lot of cash. They all look awful. You can count. There's about 30 winks to camera in this.
Heart to heart.
Right.
Are there any like ab flashes?
Yeah, loads.
Chad. I never felt this way before.
Oh my god.
I want to make this official.
I want to make it official.
I want to do this in the realest way I know.
What, on Facebook?
Realist. Hang on.
Yeah,
You know
the
what?
most real.
Let me tell you how.
Here we go.
Log on, MySpace instead. I'm checking your page to see what you said. Girl, you're so fine, your pics are so hot. I'm thinking dirty thoughts, but I better not. Part 2, heart is back. FB chat popping on my Mac. I like your status, 2 thumbs up. I met you last week when you're playing Flip Cup. You confirm to this request. Agree to my terms of service.
Agree to my terms of service.
And all I wanna do is heart on your page,
Heart on your page.
Baby, you and me.
Facebook Official. So this is a legitimate boy band. I thought they were taking the mick. When I first saw it, Fernie, producer here, he produces Kate, he said it to me, he said, have a look at this, do you reckon they're taking the piss? And I watched it and I was like, I think these guys are being serious. And apparently they're getting mentored by like some guy from NSYNC or something.
Oh no.
Definitely. You can tell.
But the production values, I'd say at least like 5 to 10 grand has been spent on the video.
Yeah.
And they literally, you can count, it's a fun game if you want to do it. Just watch it from start to finish. Just type in Heart to Heart Facebook Official and just watch the amount of winks to camera.
Oh,
There's so many. It's absolutely disgusting. Facebook Official. So there we go. Heart to Heart. So this is what I want to do. It might be a little bit mean. It might be a little bit bullyish. And I hate bullies. So if it is, then tell me. But I was wondering if we could make out to them that everyone in the UK really loves them. So like, if I asked you to go on their Twitter, follow them, and then tweet them saying, "Oh my God, I heard about you on the Alex Baker Man show. Come to the UK. We love you." Is that a bit mean?
I don't know. Oh my God. Well,
I think maybe watch the video first because they're so kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Smarmy, and schmaltzy that when you see them, you might want to like hate them a little bit.
In fairness, though, we'll be gaining them like bare Twitter followers. So
I know, but I think it would be just so funny if like when they eventually come over to the UK, and they will. It'd be amazing if they came over and they were like, "Oh, we just want to shout out to our boy Alex Baker for showing us so much love. If it wasn't for him and the other people that listen to his show, we would never have been able to make it over here." But really, every single person that likes them, in inverted commas, actually thinks they're total
oh my word.
Is that mean? Should we do it?
I
don't know.
Morals. I'm fighting with my morals right now.
Are you? Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
Is that song available to purchase?
I don't know.
Because if it's on iTunes,
want to buy it?
No, but that's the thing. We could sort of counter the moral issues by encouraging people to buy it.
Yeah, support these guys.
Buy it to take the mick out of it.
Support these guys and their absolute like awfulness. But they're singing a song about fate. Has it come to this?
I know.
Is this what kids really want? Is that what they relate to? Songs about Facebook? Am I out of touch? Am I getting old?
The thing
my
is,
life ebbing away from me.
It has been done now. It's crept into quite a few songs. But the only sort of
Facebook visual.
You've got to be careful writing about something so specific. The only example I've ever heard that's worked is Lower Than Atlantis ASL.
Oh man, what a tune!
That's a big tune.
But that is a tune, and Lower Than Atlantis do it well. They don't do it like that.
Yeah. And also, it's cleverly written, and it's sort of taking the mick out of itself, isn't it? And about.
I think we should do it. I think everyone right now. Let me find out what the Twitter handle is. One sec. I'm just gonna. In fact, while I'm finding it, everyone get on your Twitter right now. Everyone on your Twitter right now. Here it is.
At Kevin Hingley.
So at Kerrang Radio at Alex Baker Man.
At
Alex
Haley
Baker
Odin.
with a man at the end. Alex Baker with a man. So it's at It's Heart to Heart. So It's Heart to Heart is the handle. So ITS Heart 2 as in the number 2 Heart. So It's Heart 2 number 2, the character 2, not it's spelled heart. It's Heart to Heart. So I find them on Twitter. At the moment, they've only got like 1,753 followers. Let's bump that up. And while you're at it, just looking at some of the tweets, can't wait to hear your dance cover. People actually like them. You're cute. Thank you. Oh, much love from Megan. Thank you for your love and support.
Oh my word! Have you seen the pictures of them?
Yeah,
they're all wearing eyeliner.
It's unbelievable. Then there's one guy on the right hand side with kind of like a blonde swept fringe.
Yeah.
In the video, he's like constantly got his abs out. It looks like they've been painted on. Oh, it's just amazing. But yeah, find these guys and just send them a tweet just saying, listening about you on the at Alex Baker Man show on Kerrang Radio. Oh, we love you. Please come to the UK. Please. Right.
Oh my word!
Is this really mean? It isn't mean. They love it. They're going to get loads of fans.
They're from LA. They love this sort of stuff.
Exactly. They're all for it. It's all happening. Right. So there we go. Heart to Heart in full effect. Their official band of the Alex Baker show. I'm going to get them to. Should we get them to record as a jingle?
Oh
my God!
Mate, that is the end game.
That has got to happen. Heart to Heart. They're going to go. Yeah. Oh. Find us on Facebook. Heart to Heart. Alex Baker Show.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Alex Baker Show.
Yes, my friends. Welcome to the show. How be you? My name's Alex Baker. Promise we're going to be talking about this next, and this is what we're going to be talking about. Frankie, what's his name? Kokoza. Frankie Kokoza. I'm sure it's Kokoza.
you just say Kokoza.
Frankie Kokoza. Right, now, me and Kev were talking about on the podcast. Have you downloaded the podcast yet? If not, why the hell not? About a chap in X Factor called, what's his name? Craig. Well, we hate Craig's face. Hayley, have you noticed this?
Yeah, his mouth goes to the side.
Yeah, and he makes all these like diva expressions. He's like,
and his hands going. Sex to be good right now.
Where does that come from?
Out.
Yeah, it does creeps me out as well. But you know what I find most annoying about the X Factor at the moment? Now, I haven't seen it yesterday. I haven't seen it today, obviously, because we're on air at the moment. I don't know if he's gone. I hope he has, because he drives me up the bloody wall. Frankie, whatever his name is, Kokoza. Man cannot sing. Like, I'm sorry, he can't. He goes like this. He goes like, come up and see me, tell me I'm sorry, don't know how lucky you are, na na na. And he does this thing may have heard at the start of the show, we phone him up. He does this thing where he goes like, at the end of all his sentences. Do you know what I mean? He goes like, come up and see me. Don't know how lovely you are. And he does that. Oh, I hate it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He does that thing. So just listen. Here's a little bit of his performance recently. You can see how much he does it. Listen to this. That's just a little montage of all the different ones he does. Come up and see. Where does that come from? Does that not drive you up the
like
wall?
He can't breathe properly.
Yeah, come up and see me. I love that. I love that third one there. This reminds me of something. Me and Kev were having a merry old time the other day watching X Factor. What is it? The Extra Factor. And we were absolutely blown away by this incredible thing that happened. Now, I love people, right, that are all about the self-PR.
Yeah.
I did not realise that the legend that is the British singer-songwriter Krista Berg, responsible for Lady in Red and also he's done so many tunes, was like a one-man PR machine. He was like a guest on the Extra Factor, and every question that was asked to him, he somehow managed to weave in like a statement of fact about himself.
Yeah, like an impressive fact.
He just dropped them in. You know how some people like name drop and they're like, oh, it's funny you mentioned that because I was talking to Madonna the other day and she told me that bloody blah. Obama called me up and he said, you know, people that do that. Yeah. He name drops himself. Like, it's absolutely unbelievable. This is one of the greatest things I've heard in ages. He is a one-man PR machine, self-PR machine. Just listen to this.
Are you a Frankie fan, Chris?
Well, I have something to admit. I missed the show because last night was my birthday.
Oh, okay.
But I did catch up. But, you know, I've been a professional musician for 37 years.
Why'd you chuck that in? All they asked is if you saw Frankie. And he was like, well, I missed the show because it's my birthday and I've been a professional musician for 37 years.
You know, I've been a professional musician for 37 years.
Okay.
And what I saw...
yeah, rather than sort of like palming it off as awkward, they clap.
Wow.
What I saw, and I have been watching the X Factor for quite a while, a number of years, but there's too many people...
Even that is almost like an element of bragging. I have been watching the X Factor for a number of years.
What I saw,
I've got a TV.
and I have been watching the X Factor for quite a while, a number of years.
I'm on it sometimes.
But there's too many people trying to sound like somebody else.
Me.
The young man who stayed, who was one of the last two, he was waving his arms around. You know, if you're on stage, I just finished a 60-day European tour, for example, a few days ago. If you're on stage, don't
is that
wave...
an example?
Just chucks that in. Yeah. Just listen to that. It's like Herculean self-PR.
The young man who stayed, who was one of the last two, he was waving his arms around. You know, if you're on stage, I just finished a 60-day European tour, for example. I just finished a 60-day European tour, for example.
Why drop that in? Just imagine if I was at the newsagents, I was like, hello, mate, can I just get a loaf of bread and I just want to pick up some milk? And you may have heard of me, I'm Alex Baker from the Alex Baker Show, Sunday night, 10 to 12. It's like totally irrelevant.
If you're on stage, don't wave your arms around.
Well, there's some great advice from Krista Bird. Let's see what else he's got to say.
So to stay next week, you think Frankie should work on his stage presence?
I'm sorry, what was that, Ollie Mears?
So to stay next week, you think Frankie should work on his stage presence? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
stop waving his arms around and stand still. And if he's got a song that is sincere, you've got to wear a song like a coat. I mean, I've written and recorded 260 of these things.
Oh my God! You've got to wear a song like a coat. I mean,
I've written and recorded 260 of these things.
Why does he know the exact number?
I know. Yeah, exactly. I've written and recorded as well. Like.
Yeah, I'd understand if he'd said, look, I've written hundreds of songs, and every time I've written a song, I've struggled with this or whatever. But it's not that. I've written and recorded 260 of these.
He just drops
He's got a song that is sincere. You've got to wear a song like a coat. I mean, I've written and recorded 260 of these things, so I know what it means, you know. You have to wear it, and feel it and feel the energy and the passion.
Okay, so let's have some more advice to these people. I mean, obviously you don't want to self-promote too much.
Christopher, who is your favourite in the competition so far?
Janet Devlin, not only because she comes from the same island as I
yeah, because she's got something to do with me. I like her.
island as I come from. She's a fantastic voice, and she does that thing that I was talking about before. It's the genuine emotion. In fact, plug. I've got a new album coming out tomorrow called Footsteps 2. This is for you, Janet. And next time, maybe we can do that together. Because
and I love that he has the audacity. He has the audacity there to say plug, as if he hasn't already been doing that. Do you know what I mean? Just like,
in fact, plug. I've got a new album coming out tomorrow called Footsteps 2. This is for you, Janet.
There we go. Christopher Berg just loving his own life.
Amazing.
I think that he's literally a one-man PR machine. I've never heard anything quite so audacious as that. So, who do you think is going to win? Well, it's funny you asked that. I've written and recorded over 260.
Over 37 years, you know, I've had a big tour in Europe recently, but
what an absolute hero.
Has been constrained by censorship and uninspired, unexciting, drivel. Your soul may feel like it's getting crushed day by day. But there's a solution. There's a key to end all this misery. By hearing this call, you're on your way to salvation. And the man who will save you with rock so true. And you are his passenger.
I've written and recorded 260 of these things.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome to the show. This next feature has won multiple awards. I'd know I've written and recorded over 3,000 of them. This is the feature that when it opened in its first weekend, it took over £300 million at the box office. This is Whole Truth or Blundfelsky. It's the legendary True or False game. I know that it's legendary because I've been nominated for many awards. I've just come off a 60-day tour where I say a statement and you guys have to decide whether it's Whole Truthski, true, or Blundfelsky, false. It's a feature that's named after two people, Alex Petrucci and also Holly Blundell, two of our favourite listeners here on Kerrang Radio. Big shout out to both of you. Guys, are you ready to do the
Yes!
That was ready to play for people that don't speak. Drunk man.
We know that.
I'm not drunk. Now, if you want to play along at home, facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. It's just for fun. It's not for it's just for fun. It's not for prizes, should I say? Here is the first statement. Are you ready to play?
Yeah.
101 Dalmatians and Peter Pan, more specifically Wendy in Peter Pan, are the only two Disney cartoon features with where both parents that are present don't die throughout the movie. Ooh. Think of all the Disney films ever. There's only two where both parents don't die. Whole Truthski or Blundfelsky. 1, 2, 3.
Whole Truthski. Blundfelsky.
A disparity. Hayley says no, and Kev says yes. Hayley, you are incorrect.
Oh, yes.
How dark is that?
Say that again. It's
101 Dalmatians and Peter Pan are the only two Disney cartoon features with both parents are present and don't die throughout the movie.
Cartoon features. I thought you were just going to say Disney.
Oh, well, no.
I was thinking of Mary Poppins. Both of the parents are alive.
Aren't they orphans? No, they're not. A monkey was once tried and convicted for smoking a cigarette in South Bend, Indiana. Petrucki or Blundfelsky. Whole Truthski or getting it wrong. 1, 2, 3.
Blundfelsky.
Both of you say false. You are both incorrect.
What?
That is true. A monkey was once tried and convicted for smoking a cigarette in South Bend, Indiana. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it if you're a monkey. Last one. All of the clocks in the movie Pulp Fiction, for some reason, are stuck on the time 4:20.
Oh,
Whole Truthski.
This one's throwing me because I know in Fight Club that's the case. But is it the case?
Whole Truthski or Blundfelsky? 1, 2, 3.
Whole Truthski.
Yeah, you're both correct.
Yeah.
Which makes Kevin the victor.
Boom! I want you in my room.
Yeah, well, yes, quite. Well done, Kevin. You are the winner of Whole Truth School Blind False for today.
Hang on.
Bravissimo! And thank you to the
Well,
internet.
I've won this feature over 7 times, so it's not surprising.
Yes, I mean, I don't know whether I've mentioned that I've been nominated for numerous awards over the years. Oh, God. Krista Berg, man, I can't believe that guy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, download the podcast.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Got loads of stuff coming up. I'm hiding a burp. There we go. Got loads of stuff coming up on the show. I'm very, very excited because the wonderful Deborah Meaden from Dragon's Den is going to be joining us on the show very soon. Woo! Absolutely massive fan of Dragon's Den, massive fan of Deborah Meaden. We've spoken about Deborah Meaden on the show before a whole bunch of times, and I've always said that when we eventually get her on the show, we're going to talk to her, about some of the best awesome things that you guys have suggested. So, coming up, I'm going to be pitching some of your ideas to Deborah Meaden and getting her thoughts, feelings, and opinions as if we were in the den. That, my friends, is what's happening. Loads of stuff as well coming up on the show. We're going to be talking about F My Life. Got some editors, City in Colour, playing some Lower Than Atlantis as well. Oh, someone's giving us a bell. Shall I answer it?
Yeah, go on.
We don't usually take calls on the air here on this show, but I'm feeling frisky. Let's get them on. Hello, who's that?
Oh, Alex, it's Dean, mate.
Hello, Dean. What's going on, mate? How's things?
Yeah, I'm cool. Just feeling a little bit bummed out, so I thought I'd give you a bell to cheer me up.
I don't think that I'm necessarily the best person to come to for advice, mate. But why? What's up? What's cracking, dude?
Well, I had a bit of a row with a bunch of my mates while we were out last night.
All right.
Yeah, it was about a girl. Pretty much the only thing me and my mates ever fight about. We always seem to fancy the same ones.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so what happened? How did the fight kick off?
Well, we were out in town just having a few lagers and that, and...
Oh, mate. Did you have to use that word?
What do you mean?
Oh, man. Okay, we're celebrating the Halloween season of Mischief with Hobgoblin, the unofficial beer of Halloween at the moment, on Kerrang, and Hobgoblin keeps turning up at the studio. He's like bursting in every single time someone mentions lager. It all kicks off. Oh, God, he's here.
Yeah, what's going on here? Lager? Did someone mention lager?
Uh-oh.
Oh, crap. Hello, Hobgoblin. Yeah, so Dean just called up because him and his mates were like...
I heard what he said, Alex. Him and his mates were out drinking that fizzy, tasteless pap. Dean, is it?
Yeah.
As much as I actually quite rate the forest of the same name, Dean, you're an idiot.
Oi!
Oi, nothing, sir. Do you think the phrase lager boys just popped into existence like a woodland fairy would? Lager is for idiots, and idiots fight. And I reckon you just proved my point, didn't you?
What? Alex, who is this guy?
It's,
Don't try and talk to Alex, Dean. I'm talking to you right now, and you want some advice?
No, I don't want advice. I was just ringing in so Alex could make me feel better.
Good. Well, I'll give you the advice you seek. Girls are like fish. You spend your whole evening picking through the swamps trying to find the one that doesn't look like hell. Then just as you find the one you're after, a griffin or a tree beast is there to snatch the fish right out of your hands. No discussion, no intelligent debate, just pure fish stealery. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Good. Well, let that be a lesson to you. Now get out of here, Dean.
Alright, bye, Alex.
Bye, Dean. Some people, eh, Alex?
Yeah, no, right.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Welcome to the Alex Baker Show. Now, joining me now, I'm very excited about this. I'm a big fan of the show Dragon's Den, and on Dragon's Den there is a lovely lady, a delectable lady some might say, called Deborah Meaden. She is awesome, and I've got to admit, Deborah, I'm so excited to be talking to you. I'm so sorry.
I'm excited to be talking to you.
Oh, well, you should be. I'm magnificent.
I've heard.
So first of all, Deborah, let me say I'm a big fan. And
Big fan of me or Dragon's Den?
Big fan of you personally.
Oh, I like that.
I think you're an absolute legend. I love the way you're so straight down the line with people as well. It always blows my mind. You say to them, tell me about your figures. I want to know how much turnover you did last year. And they go, well, Deborah, the business has been going really well and blah, blah, blah. And they go on for about 20 minutes. And you're just sitting there going, why haven't you answered my question?
You do watch Dragon's Den. That happens quite a lot.
It happens. I love it. I love the fact it's always you that picks them up on it as well.
Well,
I like that sort of no holds barred attitude you have.
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
Good work. Where's that come from? Does that just come from being an astute businesswoman?
I I don't know. I just think life's too short, and I think it's much easier if you answer people's questions in life. You know, it saves an awful lot of time and a lot of misunderstanding as well. So.
Do you find as well? I mean, it might be a little bit of a negative point, but do you find that I've noticed this recently because I work very hard. I work about 100 hours a week, and I've noticed that in the world of the media and the world of work generally, most people are rubbish at their job. And I find myself just feeling like I'm surrounded by idiots all the time. Do you have a similar thing, or is that?
I don't. You see, I don't. I think most people are good. Most people are generally good at their job. They can get bits wrong, but I actually think, given the right guidance, most people are good at what they do. There are exceptions, I will give you that, but I have genuinely, from my Dragon's Den investments, I've got some great people on board.
You have?
Absolutely delighted with the people I work with, and more to the point, well, not more to the point, but I like them as well. You know, I've got good people. It does help. It makes it more fun, and you know, what's the point if you don't enjoy it?
See, I was just saying to Kev before. Kev's in the studio as well. I was just saying to Kev before.
Hello.
You keeping Kev quiet?
Yeah, well, I try and keep him in his box. He's one of those. He's one of those people I was talking about.
Stop it! I don't want to hear about Kevin and his box. Thank you.
The thing is, though, Deborah.
Minx.
Do you think, though, Deborah, that you're not surrounded by these people because you're choosing the people you work with? Say me and Alex, we get lumped in and we have to work with people.
Yeah.
But you've got the mind to choose who you're investing in, essentially.
Well, you're right. There might be something in that, and it is fair to say I don't suffer fools gladly. So if I'm not getting on with somebody, or I think this is nonsense, then I tend to exit stage left. So maybe that's the environment I create. But I genuinely think that most of the people I work with are, well, not all of them actually, are good.
Well, if you ever want to come across a plucky young DJ to run Meaden FM, just give me a shout.
Oh, I like that. Meaden FM.
Meaden
I'm
FM.
liking that.
You could run across all your offices and different businesses worldwide.
Oh,
It'd be amazing.
Liking it.
So I've always thought you'd be the best boss ever, and now talking to you for 3 minutes.
Can I just say you're just playing sucking up now?
I'm not one to blow smoke. I'm not one to blow smoke. Just the other day, just last week, I called one of the biggest artists in the world a dick. So,
really?
To his face. So I'm certainly not one to suck up. I'm a genuine fan. So let me just get back to Dragon's Den then. When you first went into them, when you first started the series, did you have a penchant for inventions, or is it just something that's like, started to appeal to you as the show's gone on? Because at first I noticed that Dragon's Den was more just about business ideas and business models, but more and more you see sort of like inventions coming through. And I'll never forget one episode of Dragon's Den where this guy, quite an old chap, he brought in this gearbox. And do you remember this? And the things he was saying about this gearbox was like, this gearbox is going to revolutionise the world. And because none of you was sort of like, no offence, but none of you had that kind of technical background to know whether or not what he was saying was true, no one invested. But that I don't know whether that gearbox has gone on to do anything. It's supposed to have created 10,000 revolutions out of one revolution or something ridiculous.
You're good. You do watch Dragon's Den.
I'm a big fan.
Can I just say what he did? And I don't know whether they showed it, but he bought this huge, great big windmill in and put it over to one side. Talked about that for about an hour, and then by the by mentioned the engine, the gearbox thing, and we kind of think, yeah, thanks for the gearbox, but what's going on with the windmill? And eventually we realised, hold on a minute, it's actually not the windmill he's talking about, it's the gearbox he's talking about. And by that time he'd lost us, really. He could have done with a good mentor. There you go.
Yeah, that could have been you. You'd have said, suck off the windmill, I'm not interested in the windmill, I want to know about your gearbox.
We're talking about gearboxes again. Can we move on, please?
Take that as you will. She is a minx. I can't believe it. I'm all a fluster. Yeah. You're making me stumble over my words and everything.
There you go.
So we do an invention feature on the show called Awesome Things That Don't Exist But Should Exist, as it would be awesome if they did. So I have all my best ideas and my dreams, and one night I woke up and I thought, wouldn't it be amazing, because I'm a big fan of Dragon's Den, wouldn't it be amazing if on the show we could have people phoning in or texting in or getting on Facebook and telling us awesome things that don't exist but should exist, as it would be awesome if they did. Then I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if that had a snappy title? And then I thought, forget about the snappy title, I'll just call it exactly what it says on the tin. So the feature was born, and I've always said on the show that I'd pitch the very, very best ideas to Deborah from Dragon's Den. So first of all, are you up for me telling you a few ideas that have come through Awesome Things?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Fire away.
First up, this one comes from a girl called Hayley, who usually joins in the studio. I don't know where she is. She was here a minute ago, but she's gone to the toilet, I think. It's the telescopic heel. Now, Deborah, imagine you're out and about, right? You want to go out on a night on a town, or out with the girls, or maybe you've got a business meeting and you want the heels on. You want heels. But then maybe later on you want to do a bit of shopping. You want to sort of like chill it out a bit and take it a bit more simple. And you want to go to flats. Why not have a telescopic heel in your heel of your shoe? So as soon as you're sort of bored and over the high-heeled shoe, you just push it in and you've got flat shoes.
You see, that sounds like a fantastic idea, but...
Totally impractical.
Well, because shoes are designed... Flat shoes are designed as flat shoes, and heeled shoes are designed as heel shoes. And when you take a heel off, you end up staring at the sky.
Yeah, with some weird curved.
Yeah, not good.
I'm not interested in facts.
No, sorry, I apologise for spoiling that with facts. I apologise for that.
How dare you? Okay, so secondly, this one might be one that exists. Often what happens is we talk about these sort of things on the show, and then like a week later or 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we'll see them actually existing in the real world. Central locking for your house. So you could literally walk out your house, and like you do with your car, you go beep, beep, you do that, and all the windows and everything locked, windows close if they're already opened, all automatic. How's that sound?
Well, I don't think that does exist, actually. And that sounds...
Listen to
that. Did I hear that? Did I hear a little moment of triumph?
That was a little high five.
I thought I did.
I don't know what you're talking about. So that was a secret high five that we did totally in secret.
Yeah, but I heard it.
I heard your brain whirring.
It was whirring. You're absolutely right.
Investment opportunity.
What a good idea, although practically, I guess it might be quite costly.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. It'd be for the richer end of society.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Just charge them a fortune. It's all good. Thirdly, the bed that wakes you up. Now, this is potentially one of my favourite ideas I've ever heard in my life. This came through just a few weeks ago from a girl on Facebook. So the way it works is no one likes getting up in the morning. Well, actually, I do quite like getting up in the morning, but that's another story. But most people don't. And one of the reasons people don't like getting up is because when they're in bed, it's always, especially in the winter months, it's always nice and snuggly and warm. And you don't want to sort of cast off your duvet and get out into the cold before you get dressed, etc., etc. So she came up with this idea where when you get into bed, it's really warm and really nice and it lulls you to sleep. Then you set your alarm, say, for like 6 o'clock, and then about 5:30, your bed starts doing things to make you want to get out of it. For example, the mattress will get really firm, so some sort of texture or something within the mattress will cause it to get firmer, and it will get cold as well. Sort of heating element that makes it colder.
I don't want a ruck with my bed to be the first thing that happens to me when I wake up, because I would, and to be honest, it would do it once, and it would be removed and never be slept on again. So I'm thinking that isn't going to work in my household.
You'd just be amazing. You just get out of bed and you'd be like, "You're fired!"
Absolutely, absolutely right. No way. I like my bed all warm and snuggly.
Have you ever shouted at someone? Have you ever fired someone like that?
No, I'm not, for all my directness, and I know I can be alarmingly direct at times.
I love it, though.
But I don't shout, and I don't actually lose my temper very often.
Really? That's great.
No, but I guess people know when I mean it. But I'm not a shouter. And actually, I think if you're shouting, you've kind of lost control.
Yeah, and you should be in control at all times, right? Yeah,
absolutely.
So fourthly, the Bespoke magazine. This is one that Kevin came up with. Potentially one of the best ideas I've ever heard. So good, I can't believe this doesn't exist. So the Bespoke magazine works like this. You subscribe to the magazine and you get sent a list, a massive list, a comprehensive list, maybe it takes like 3 hours to fill out or whatever, of all your likes and dislikes. So that could go from, the kind of people you're attracted to, your IQ score, the kind of subject matter you're interested in, be it cars, sport, lifestyle, culture, whatever. Tick, 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 tick. And then essentially what happens is each month you can then get delivered a magazine to you that is totally tailored to you. But the magazine department, the people that make the magazine, they don't write content that's tailored to you. They just write content that's tailored to whoever is interested in that content, and then they formulate all that together into the perfect magazine for you. So, for example, if you're even down to the point that if for example, I had a sort of, penchant for ginger-haired ladies, then perhaps all the ladies that appear in the magazine are ginger. Do you know what I mean? Just little things like that. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Little things like that.
The touches.
I think it's a fantastic idea, and I think it won't happen.
There we go. Kev, shot down in flames by someone that knows what they're talking about.
Sorry.
That's for all my bigging up of that idea.
You really really gave it a big intro. In fairness, you were over-promising there.
Why do you think it won't work? Just because people won't like it?
No, because that's kind of what magazines do. They kind of focus on the thing that somebody wants to do in that magazine. And often what happens if you're reading a magazine and you're reading a car magazine, you don't want to be interrupted with other things. That's why you get specialist magazines.
Yeah.
I'm in that space. I want to read about cars for that moment. And rather than saying, right, I want cars on one page and, wallets on another page, whatever. It's just, I think when you're in a space looking at stuff or gadgets or whatever, that's what you want to look at.
I wonder if Deborah's involved in the magazine business. She just feels threatened by this idea.
Yeah. To be honest, I think the idea
You believe that.
I think the idea just sprouted from my ADHD, because if I was reading about cars, I would suddenly want to read about oranges.
Yeah. I need to know about fruit right now. Brilliant. So, Kevin, you had one final idea for Deborah?
Yeah, that was it. So picture the scene, Deborah. It's winter, it's freezing, you're really wrapped up in a big warm coat, but then you get on the underground, and it's always boiling down there, but you don't want to take your coat off.
Sorry, am I on the underground?
Yeah, you're on the underground.
I'm trying to imagine that.
Yeah. See,
this is all too familiar.
You're just like me. You find it really difficult to picture scenes unless you're there.
Okay, no, I'm trying.
Or you're in an indoor shopping centre or whatnot. You've got a big coat on because it's cold outside, but you're inside now and it's too warm. You don't want to have to take your coat off because you're only going to be in there 20 minutes. You don't want to carry it or whatever. What I thought would be amazing would be to have a 2-layered coat. The outer layer has holes in it. The inner layer covers those holes until you press a chord, and then it moves away, and then you've temporarily got I don't know what the technical term would be, but a holy jacket.
So, did you hear that? Did you hear those words in your head? What you just described? I'm just checking.
Oh, you're amazing! That's brilliant. So I think that's another idea shot down the flame.
Possibly. Please don't make me answer. Please don't make me answer.
Brilliant. So what you're essentially saying is that there's in no way would you ever invest in any of our ideas.
No.
You got it.
Oh, Deborah hates us. I knew this would happen.
Different. I don't know. I'm having fun, but I'm not investing.
Brilliant. Well, that's fine because luckily, we are totally uninvestable. Yeah. Hence the reason we do this stupid show. Well, Deborah, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you.
And you.
And for all the smoke that I did blow, I genuinely mean it. You're one of my favourite people in the world.
Oh, I love you.
And this conversation has cemented that beyond all belief.
Thank you.
And I'm going to have to go and break it off with my fiancée now, but we'll worry about that later. And maybe one day we can have Mead and FM. I can do your breakfast show. It'll be amazing. Everyone will love it.
You put it out there.
Just I'm just chucking it out there. If you ever want to venture into that kind of...
I got it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Take care, Deborah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye then. Bye.
Excuse me for interrupting, boys and girls, but maybe you would like to find out just what it would be like if there were no rules.
But how could we do that?
By going someplace where there are no rules.
Now where could that be?
The Alex Baker Show. Kerrang Radio.
Let's all think real hard and pretend we're in a faraway place.
Where anything goes and nothing is off limits.
Now, come on. Let's go to the world of
the coolest
broadcast transmission
this world
has ever known.
Everyone knows his name.
He's as crazy as a coot. People all over the world are losing their damn minds. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Are you ready to rock?
He knows he must be stopped before he fulfills his terrifying mission.
I don't think there are any words to describe
how very inappropriate
his
radio
shows really are.
He's never going to admit it.
My advice to you, start drinking heavily.
Remember, don't try this at home. He is seriously twisted.
He's the man with the record.
Anything goes and nothing is off limits.
If you can't handle it, turn the channel. Listen to this man.
He bit Dakota Fanning on the face.
He just wants to play.
The person I'm about to introduce needs no introduction.
Yeah.
So please give a warm, hormonal shriek for the sizzling hot
Alex Baker.
Oh, Jack Black, you are too kind. Welcome to it, Sunday night, 10 till 12, you know the score. It's time for the Alex Baker Show here on Kerrang Radio. Me, you, Tommy, Kevin, Haley sitting around chatting about various different things. So I just chatted to Deborah Meaden, and I look outside the window, and I see two familiar faces, and I'm like, I know those faces! Staring in at me. They're so delectable. They're so attractive. If you listen to my own science show Sunday nights 8 till 10, you know who they are. It's the Hype Theory in the His House! Oh yeah! Hype Theory in the His House, time for some awesome things. You ready for this hype theory?
Yes.
Epic times.
The future. The time not yet come. What is to come?
Awesome things that don't exist, but should exist, as it would be awesome if they did.
Yes, my friends, it's time for awesome things that don't exist but should exist because it'll be awesome. If they did, the simple invention feature where you guys get on facebook.com/Kerrang Radio and suggest awesome things that don't exist but should exist, because by God, it would be amazing if they did. Now, I do appreciate that, no, not amazing, awesome. I do appreciate that Deborah Meaden basically just across all of our best ideas. She just chewed them up and spat them out in that direct fashion that I love and know her for. But in the studio with me right now, the two guys in the cut from the hype theory. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hiya. What do I need to say?
Just say your name and where you're from and what you do.
Oh, so yeah, my name's Katie. I'm in the hype theory and I'm from Essex, innit?
In it.
I'm Sean. I'm not from Essex.
Oh.
Where are you from, Sean?
I'm actually from Devon.
Are you?
Yeah.
So how does this work?
From the
So
southwest.
do you find
I'm
yourself...
Kev. I'm from the Alex.
No interest
Bake.
in you, Kevin. Katie in there.
No one cares. No one cares.
How does that work though, Sean? How does the dynamic work? You're like this like relaxed Devonshire lad, and then Katie's this like disgusting Essex harlot.
Basically, I've been corrupted. Basically, yeah. I've been abducted to the land of Essex, and
What you gutted about?
Loving every minute of it.
Were you gutted about Two Shoes?
No.
Let's not pretend that you don't love X Factor.
Do you know,
Everyone
no,
loves
no,
X Factor.
I love X Factor.
Yeah.
I watch it
She loves
every
it.
weekend, but that's just not what people are like in Essex.
Is it a bad representation?
It's really bad.
it is a little bit.
And I hate The Only Way is Essex.
Are you sure though?
That's not what
Because-
people are like.
Are you sure though? Because I remember being invited down to a video shoot of yours, and it was at a strip club. So
Yeah, but that's my dad's strip.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
No, because now it sounds really bad.
Shut up! Shut up! Oh my God! Do you know what though? There's loads of good music coming out of Essex.
There is.
Loads of great bands.
Ollie Murs.
Yeah. The Hype Theory.
Yeah.
What now? Is there a band called Giants from Essex as well? Are they from there?
I don't know.
Do you know? Oh,
I think
I don't know, but like
we are the ocean from Essex.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are the
Shadows
ocean.
Chasing
Shadows
Ghosts.
Chasing Ghosts.
Fake Murder.
They're likely lads. Every time I see them when I'm out, it's always like, oh, Alex, how's it going?
I
But I'm going to get mugged. Terrifying.
No, I love those guys.
But anyway, we are doing awesome things here. You guys have just finished your tour, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, whenever I've been on tour in the past, in my various and failing bands, I've always thought there's like a lot of things. There's a lot of good things you can come up with on the road. Have you got any awesome inventions for us? Things that you just think, man, wouldn't it be amazing if that was to exist? Can you think of anything at all?
I don't know. There's one thing for girls
Yeah.
who wear makeup. Right, for every show, I always, like, the worst part is having to spend ages putting on my makeup.
Yeah.
So I wish there was just, like, a thing that I could just put my face on and then my
Yeah.
makeup was on.
So like maybe some sort of mask.
Yeah, that I could just go donk.
Yeah, just
done.
whack it on, like wear it like the mask, like Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's mask, and then pull it off, and all your makeup's perfectly
Yes,
applied.
yes,
Or just bright green.
And then at the end,
Yeah, depending on which vibe you're going for.
yeah, it depends. But then, like, at the end of the night, then I'd just take it off because then I don't need to spend ages.
It could have like one of those little things that you get on front of like your mobile phone when you buy a phone new. Do you ever get that? Do you ever leave it on
Oh,
for
yeah,
ages?
yeah.
I hate people that leave those on.
I know.
It winds me up.
Proper
I
like,
don't
yeah.
do that. Although I have got one of them on my sat nav still.
You still got it on?
Mm,
Oh,
and
you Norman.
and on the charger of my Mac.
Have ya?
Still on there.
What? Where on your Mac charger?
You know on the big like square pack thing.
Yeah.
It's got them on there, and they're still on there.
So you could have one of those little things that's under your chin that no one can see,
Yeah.
but you could just peel that and then just peel off your whole face.
Would be amazing.
That'd be awesome. So there we go, awesome things. True spirit from Katie there.
True that.
What about yourself, Sean?
Yeah, just
Well, I was
out for you.
thinking, obviously, being on tour and stuff.
No big
it'd be-
deal, hanging out on tour.
Yeah, hanging out on tour.
Selling out venues. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned my 3K review I got in Kerrang for the new album Glory Days out now. Small Town Records.
Yeah, you know.
Teleportation would be pretty sweet.
Teleportation would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, so not only would we not have to drive, well, I was designated driver, so driving around for hours up to Glasgow and back, that was fun. So it'd be sweet not to drive on the road, but also you could just teleport people to your shows. Just be like, you don't even ask them, just be like,
against their will.
I'll have you. You could fill out Wembley Stadium. But Play Wembley tonight.
Just end up at a Hype Theory show like, how did I get here?
Yeah. You know
But I'm
that
enjoying it.
You'd so be there and be like, Alex Baker?
Yeah.
Just like a mid interview with someone massive would just ruin your night. You'd be like, God damn those guys.
Wicked. No, I like that. That's
So,
a good invention. I like your invention prowess.
Thanks.
You're
Yeah.
doing well, Hype Theory guys.
thanks.
Good work.
Thanks.
Kevin, have you got anything for us?
I'm never coming up with an idea again because Deborah Meaden has ruined my self-esteem completely.
Yeah, she did literally like crap all over your idea.
I used to love my ideas.
She said,
I used to think I was going somewhere.
in case you've just tuned in, what Deborah Meaden said was something along the lines of, Kevin, have you just heard the words that have come out of your mouth? Ultimate smackdown there.
Yeah,
Ultimate smackdown.
You got ruined by Deborah Meaden.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did. Oh man, I tell you what. Ooh, wouldn't mind getting ruined by Deborah Meaden. Dan Stevens said paperback sheet music books that stay open on music stands. It makes playing piano hell. See, I had an idea ages ago, years ago, even before the birth of Awesome Things. Right, you guys. Katie, do I remember you? Are you classically trained? Do you play any classical instruments?
I don't. I can play piano though.
Piano. Okay, so you know how sheet music works.
Yeah.
And Sean, what about yourself? Do you play piano? Anything like
I did like music A level and I did classical and stuff.
No
Yeah.
big deal.
No big deal.
Well, you know, we've just got degrees and all that in music.
No big deal.
You know?
Just music.
Yeah, I don't know whether you've noticed, we've got a 3K review in Kerrang magazine. Glory Days out now on Small Town Record.
Noticed.
Music A level.
But years ago, but I got music A level as well. Incidentally. But years ago, I used to play. I played the flute, right? So if you ever want some flute jams on your next record,
I know who to call.
Feeling that. I'm feeling flute jams.
for the first time when Anchorman came out, for the first time in my life, I was cool because of the jazz flute and Anchorman.
Just.
Yeah, to put it out of my sleeve there.
I'm so unprepared.
But yeah, so I always thought it'd be amazing because sheet music, if you're playing an orchestra or whatever, sheet music comes in these big old stacks and it costs a fortune to rent. I always thought it'd be sick if you had like a little screen, maybe like a thin piece of paper that you just pop on your music stand like that, and it reads the tempo and stuff. And when you start playing, it knows you started playing. And not only does the music, any
That's
music
a
you
good
want in the
idea,
world
like
appear
that.
on the screen, but because it knows the BPM, it knows the tempo, it knows when to turn the page.
Yeah, but
Don't you need to
Apple
turn
have
the page?
probably done
Yeah.
that.
Well, you could do it with an
already,
iPad,
It's
couldn't
probably
you?
an app,
Yeah.
There'll be an
Yeah,
app.
there's an app for that.
There's an app.
What haven't Apple done, man? God, it's insane. But I'm really stoked that you guys just wandered in completely unannounced.
Yeah, I know.
Would have liked a little bit more notice. but how's it going? Because you've released Glory Days now. It came out kind of back end of last week.
10th.
Yeah,
10th, yeah, so a little
October.
while ago. And it's doing really well. You got a great review in Kerrang magazine. I've been playing a bunch of tracks off it as I always do. And are you pleased? How's the tour gone? How many more questions shall I roll into one?
I know. I'm like,
Where should we start?
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
Like a crap Christmas when you have to ask loads of questions. So just start wherever you like.
So not at all like Christmas.
Not at all like,
not
it's
at
nothing
all
like Christmas.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh my god. Well, it's been doing really well.
Yeah.
And it's been received well, which is really nice. And I don't know, we were kind of scared as to how people were going to take it. But I don't know why, because it's not as if it's like the most original album in the world. It's not like there's anything that's going to shock you on there. But I don't know. We're really happy with how it's been received, and the tour is really good.
Yeah, good. Because I remember ages ago when I had you in last, we were talking about the music you guys make. Sorry, and you were saying how you're really unabashed about it. You were just like, we just want to make pop music.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be this or trying to be that. We just want to make sort of wicked pop music, and that's exactly what you've done on the album. And I think that's why it's been so well received, because people, there's nothing about it that's offensive. Do you know what I mean? It's just good commercial, like popular punk, really.
Yeah, but that's exactly what we wanted to do, because I don't know, we just wanted to write music that we would like to listen to. If you could kind of like take a step back and imagine that we were listening to the album not as us, would we actually like the music? And that's what we wanted to do. Just because of the bands that we're like into. We just wanted to write songs.
And also, if
like
I'm
that.
shredding, I can't be jumping around the stage like a lunatic.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
You're going to play those big chords.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
one finger mosh.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know whether you've noticed the big chords in my new album, Glory Days.
Yeah.
Three-day review.
They're a product of my music A-level.
I don't know why I'm petting you in this picture. It's just fun. Louise Langley says, a bed that throws... Just going back to Awesome Things here, sorry.
Okay, right.
Louise Langley says, a bed that throws you out of bed in the morning, and if you try and get back in it, it has electric shock thing that shocks you. I like that, Louise Langley.
Nice.
That reminds me a little bit of the one I said to Deborah Meaden before. She shot it down in flames.
Yeah.
She said that she'd fire her bed if it did that to her. Albert Shinigami... What the hell? Albert Shinigami Ward Malin. What a cool name. He says chocolate rain, anyone?
Oh.
I think he's referring to Mr. Zonday. Yeah. Chocolate rain. Ali Maria Uwa says, why have all our listeners got weird names? It's no offence. Some sort of adapter for mobile phones where you could transfer battery from one phone to another. Awesome.
That's nice.
That is awesome.
Oh, what about wireless power? That'd be amazing.
Do you know what, though? I'm not even joking. That is starting to exist.
Is it?
I heard that, this just blew my mind when I heard it. I heard they're developing now, I think it's probably Apple that are developing it. There's this thing where when you walk into your house, your phone starts charging. Either it's in your pocket or wherever, put it down on the side, it just starts charging. How? How the hell does that work?
Yeah, but then that's bad for your battery life, isn't it?
Why?
Because you've got to let it run down and then charge it up. And then if it's just like halfway, then it's charged up to full. Your battery life will just.
Maybe it knows when to charge.
Yes, that would be better.
If it's below a certain threshold, it says I'm going to charge.
Do you know what though? Do you know what, Katie Hype Theory? I reckon if they figured out.
That's such a typically girly thing.
I reckon
to
if
say.
they figured out how to make electricity travel through the air, they can probably solve those kind of like battery issues. That might.
Yeah, but apparently they can't because.
That's true.
They just can't.
That's true. James Brown says a lol button that you attach to the keyboard, and every time you press it, it instantly types lol.
James Brown lives.
Yeah, man. He's a big fan of the show.
Live.
This could also be customised to type stuff like XD. What's that? Oh, that's little smiley face with closed eyes.
Oh, yeah.
IKR. What's IKR? IKR. I've never heard of that.
Isn't that I know, right?
It must be. Oh man, I'm so out of touch with the kids.
I know. I think that's what it is.
I know, right?
I know,
that sounds
right?
about right. Etc. Now that does sound like a good idea. I'm not sure that it's an awesome thing.
No.
I'm not sure that it's going to change
And
anyone's
I think it
lives.
would take up too many buttons, to be honest.
But just the one. If you just had the lol button.
Because they might have to get rid of some other, useful buttons.
There's loads of buttons. I'm just looking at the keyboard now.
What, that top left one there?
What does that do?
Escape?
No, the one below it.
Oh, that one!
Have you ever used that?
Yeah, so it's
okay, so you can get rid of that.
It's the one with the weird little line with the line that falls off the end, a crap little, what looks like an apostrophe but I've never used in my life, and some sort of extended colon.
Right, replace that with a lol.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
going. Yeah,
Done.
That's the LOLfest button from now on. Or maybe the Alex Baker Show podcast button. So you press that and it automatically downloads the Alex Baker Show podcast. Fact proves it. Facts, more facts. So now let's get back to the hype theory. Again, Katie... we spoke about this at Heavy Festival, I believe it was. Was it? Were you at Heavy Festival?
Yes, that was when we were pouring vodka down your neck.
That's why I don't remember a lot of it. And we were talking about... God, I was so drunk. Christ. We were talking about your little feature that you had in Front Magazine.
Oh, God, yeah.
Which everyone's been talking about. So, have you seen this?
I think so.
So, Kate had this amazing write-up in Front Magazine. What is it? Top 5 girls that we love right now? Or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And you were number 1, and it was talking all...
Essex puns.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Do you remember it?
Puns.
I want to see. What was it? I wouldn't mind seeing her South End or like
chipping her Norton.
She gives me Brentwood. What else is it? Something about epping my forehead.
That was it.
Brilliant.
That one was hilarious.
How are you dealing with it with the hype theory Katie front woman attention? Is it blowing your mind? Or are you loving it?
It's pretty funny. Do you know what? Right, I hope the guy who wrote it to me is not listening. No, actually, I hope he is listening. Like, I have loads of random.
Yeah, scumbag.
It's just hilarious, right? I have like loads of like random friend requests from like people that like the band and stuff, which is really cool. I like that because then I talk to them and it's wicked. I had this one guy, like I woke up and it was like 8:00 in the morning, so I was all like bleary eyed, like, oh, what's going on? And then my Facebook chat just went bing, and then it just was some random guy saying, "Can I you hard, baby?" And I was like,
I love those smooth chat lines.
Chivalry. Who said it was dead?
And I was like, oh my god, it was just ridiculous.
Wow,
Yeah.
brutal. I never understand why guys are like that. I get it all the time as well. If I'm at a bar, a girl will come up to me and say, "I want to suck." I'm like, oh my god, at least buy me some flowers. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but it was 8:00 in the morning. What the hell?
Yeah.
He must have just woken up really horny. Just like
Morning glory.
I know. I'll just ask her in the off chance that she's like, all right.
Yeah, can you imagine though? Do you know what? He'd bottle it though. He'd bottle it. If you said yes, he'd go, "Oh god, forget it." Because I know this for a fact. Because there was a girl I used to know, and this was back when I was single, and I used to be. I don't know why. I was obsessed with her boobs. I thought her boobs were like
amazing.
They were like God to me. There was just something amazing about them. And every day I saw her, I used to go, oh. can I touch your boobs? And she'd go, no, Alex, go away. I go, oh, go on, please, oh, go on. And then one night we were at a party, we were both really drunk. I said, oh, can I touch your boobs? And she went, for God's sake, Alex, just do it. And she sort of got them out and put them in front of me like, oh, like chest proud. And I crapped myself. I was like, no, I don't want it. Oh my God. No. I sort of ran away. And I'll always forget it. I'll always regret that. And when I'm getting married to Mel next year and we're doing our vows over the altar, I'll be thinking, I never got to touch that girl. So anyway, hilarious. Any more awesome things for us? Spill your wisdom. Got anything else? I haven't got anything, which is why I'm asking you guys. I'm totally dry.
Yeah, but I'll just say something stupid.
Don't worry about that. You've just created a 3K reviewed Glory Days out now, available through Small Town Records album. Don't have to worry about saying things that are stupid. You're an accomplished musician.
You have to mention that you have to buy the physical copy because it's got a bonus track on it.
Oh, really? Is that right?
So if you download
can't get that off iTunes.
If you download it, you won't get the last track, and it's a belter.
I love the picture of you as well on the back of the physical copy,
where
thanks. You're sort of like looking all sort of sassy next to some policemen.
That was an underage festival. I asked them if they would be in like our tour video. They were like, no, we just can't do that. So I was like, picture? And they're like, all right.
And now they're on the back of your album.
Yeah, no, don't tell them though.
That's awesome. So do buy it in physical copy. And actually, it's funny you mention that because I'm a massive advocate of physical music. Cool. I'm not only a little bit frightened of digital music because I always think, what happens if my hard drive crashes or whatever? Yeah. But I actually think that physical copies is better quality. It's like nice having something tangible that you can like put in your CD collection. So it's just better. So yes, buy Glory Days. Yeah. Physically.
And then you get an extra track.
You can go up at Katie and listen to the extra track there. That's
me.
Yeah.
You can go up.
It's a good word, that
is
gorp.
good.
Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure having you in.
Thanks
we're going to get you back hopefully relatively soon. We're going to do a full takeover review.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
We'll do like a Hype Theory, Choose All the Music, do like a 2-hour show, something like that.
Yes.
That'd be a sweet deal. Yeah, okay, good times. High fives all round.
Yeah.
I'll get out.
Oh.
Oh, good. Maybe a quick hand job. No, not
If I wasn't from Essex, you wouldn't have said that.
No, well...
Are you talking about Sean?
Yeah, God.
I was.
You are so full of it.
So totally. You've changed.
The Alex Baker Show podcast. Alex Baker Show. Oh, my life.
Oh, I say.
F my life. With fmylife.com.
Well, welcome to it, F My Life with fmylife.com. It's a simple feature where you guys get on facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. You can email us through the website. It's a new type of website. It's awesome. Or you can get on fmylife.com and post it up on there. Things that make you go, oh, F my life. You know, just stuff that, not like is really depressing, but just stuff that just makes you feel like, why does this have to happen to me? Why is my life so crap? For example, today I went to, this isn't one of mine, this is one we got in. Today I went to the doctor for a checkup. I've been sitting in the doctor's bathroom for 10 minutes now, trying to think of how to tell him that I accidentally tripped and spilled my urine sample on the carpet. F my life. Today I offered an elderly customer a fitting room so she could try on a bra that she was looking at. She laughed and said, I don't bother with that, hon. I used to be a stripper. I spent the next 10 minutes following her around the store, trying to talk her back into her clothes.
Oh my God.
F my life. What have we got over there?
Luke Holland says
all
on
the way
Facebook.
over there! What have we got over there? Sorry.
Luke Holland says on Facebook.
You don't have to be over there.
Luke Holland says on Facebook.
Who? Sorry, you've only said it 3 times.
Luke Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Luke Holland?
Yeah,
great guy, Luke Holland.
Yeah, I love him. It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Dislocated my shoulder 3 times tonight. F my life. One night, 3 times.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Do you know what? A mate of mine, right? He's got a dodgy shoulder, and he woke up one night, right? This is such a weird story. He's not a religious guy, but he woke up one night with the sort of image of Satan burning in his eyes.
Okay.
like a face of Satan looking at him going, "Ah!" And he woke up like going, oh my God, I'm totally freaking out. Satan is in my head. What's going on? And he looked down at his arm, and his arm had fallen out of its socket. And his arm was all like loose and like out of its socket. And he was thinking about saying, what the hell was that about? I just thought I'd chuck that in there. Today, this weird girl started texting me. I really didn't want to talk to her, so I text back the following message. This message could not be delivered because of temporary network setup error. Error 2128226110. She replied, "You spelt temporary wrong. F my life."
Adam Bertucci on Facebook says, oh, this is brilliant, this one. I was pulled over after a bad week at work. When the cop came to my window and asked if I knew why he'd pulled me over, I snapped back and asked him if I had to do his job too. F my life.
Oh dear. I got pulled over once by the police, right? And it was a really, really weird scenario. This is years ago. I was like just 17 or 18, just got my licence, and I was working at TGI Fridays in London. And I was driving back, and to be fair, I had my internal light on in the car. I don't know why. But this policeman pulled me over and said, he came over to the car and he went, "Hello there, Sonny." I was like, "Hello, Mr. Officer. I'm sorry, what did I do wrong?" He was like, "Are you aware that you've got your internal light on?" And I was like, oh my God, I don't know why that's on, I'm so sorry. He was like, and then he literally like, it's really difficult to describe it. He kind of like shoved his head in the window really fast.
Okay.
Like woof, like that. And he was going, "Do I smell drugs?" And I went, "No, what are you talking about? Of course not." He was like, "Smells like drugs to me, laddie."
Oh my God.
I was like, "No, seriously, I do not smoke drugs, and there's no drugs in the car. Like, no, seriously." He's like, "So where have you been?" And I was like, "Oh, I've just been at work. I work at TGI Fridays. Had a few beers after work, did we?" I was like, "No, I haven't had many beers after work. What are you talking about?" He was like, "So tell me, mister, why was it that you were swerving all over the road, mounting the curb?" I was like, "That didn't happen." And he went, "Well, that may be so. Or maybe it won't be so. Get out of the car." I was like, "What?" So I got out of the car and he goes, "Walk in a straight line." So I walked in this perfectly straight line and he went, "Oh, I don't know if that passes." I was like, "Mate, I just walked in a completely straight line. I'll do it again if you want." "Don't get cheeky with me, son." I was like, what do you want from me?" That sort of thing. And then eventually this other guy came over and said, "Oh, blah, 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 we've got to go," whatever. So he said, "Oh, well, let that be a lesson to you, son. Get back in your car. I don't want to see you again." And I got back in the car and he sped off, like without his lights or anything, went through a red light on the other side of the road.
Right.
It was just like totally mental, this policeman. It was the weirdest experience of my life.
He was a real police officer?
I reckon so. And another time, right, I was, this is with an ex-girlfriend. She used to live in Redditch. And the road to Redditch from Birmingham, there's a road that's really, really dark.
Yeah.
And we're on this road, and then there's a car like that had been following us for ages. And all of a sudden, it was like an unmarked car. All of a sudden, all these lights started flashing on it.
Yeah.
Like, woo, all these lights. I was like, woo. But I didn't know it was a police car. I thought it could have been anyone. Do you know what I mean? And he was flashing his lights and driving up next to me really aggressively and like looking in the window and putting his internal light on and all this stuff. And I was freaking out because it was just me and my ex-girlfriend thinking, oh my God, if this is like some gang or something, if we pull over, they might murder us. Do you know what I mean? So I just kept driving. I didn't know what to do. And this went on for like miles. And they were like proper up my arse and going mad. And then we got into this, like, we eventually came off this main road and then eventually put a siren on. As soon as he put the siren on, I pulled over and he came storming over to the car. Boom, boom, boom on my window like that. "Why the hell did you not stop?" I was like, "Mate, I'm here in a car just with..." I was shaking. Do you know what I mean? I was terrified. I was like, "Mate, I'm here in a car with my girlfriend and there's a psycho chasing me down the road in an unmarked car with lights flashing, driving up my arse, trying to overtake me. You could have been anyone." And he went, "Yeah, fair point." Okay. I was like, my heart was like, oh my God, beating out of my chest. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, back to F My Life. So another one here. Today, my twin boys, who are 5, decided to teach each other how to fly off the back of the shed. They are still in their pyjamas, Batman's arm is broken, and Spider-Man has slight concussion. F My Life. Another one. Today, on my first day of being a trainee teacher in a classroom, I told a boy to stop using that stupid accent, or else I'll give him a detention. Turns out he just moved here from Romania. F my life.
Oh, brutal. I've got some more from Facebook. Marcy Lewis says, I told my mum I loved her, and she replied with, that's nice. F my life. Brilliant. Also, Brian says, I caught my brother to midget porn. He's 6'7". F my life.
What the hell? What the hell?
It's like uber midgets to him. Blaine Marshall says, fire alarm's gone off at 2 a.m. every morning since Thursday. F my life.
Oh my God.
And one more. This one's quite dark. It was funny. Peter Hale says, I don't know where I am. I woke up at about 7ish this evening in London, and I can't remember anything past Friday afternoon. Bear in mind, this was last Sunday.
Yeah.
So, what's that, a good 3 days, pretty much. I live in Lancashire, up north, and I have college tomorrow. F my life.
Oh my God. Wow.
That would freak you out.
Probably best you don't say anything about that. Hope you're okay, dude, and got home safely. Right, so there we go. F my life, facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. Get them coming in. Little chicks in the factory getting kicks out of being alive, but what's this? It seems you don't want me, I'm a boy chick, male squawker, no X to offer on a treadmill. But this is an exercise, I'm on my way now to a new life. I'm travelling down this open road to
instantaneous, mechanical destruction. Instantaneous, mechanical destruction. We're gonna cut these chicks off. Instantaneous, mechanical destruction.
Say hello, Mel, to the podcast world.
Hello, Mel, to the podcast world.
This is Mel, my fiance, in his house. Look, Mel's here. Isn't it exciting for everyone?
Woo! It's not exciting for anyone.
It's exciting for me. I've got a bone just thinking about it. Anyway, so time to go. We're not going to do questions. We haven't got time.
Oh, okay.
We've got to go go-karting now for charity. Weird. She's weird, our charity manager, Kirsty.
Yeah.
She's leaving now, so it doesn't matter. So, right. Right, yeah, so podcast questions at Alex Bakerman, at Kevin Hingley, at Heliudin. Heliudin? All right, Haley's here as well. Ah! Yeah, see you later.